Thank you, Dan, and good morning, East Texas. Now, today is the 22nd, which means we are less than 10 days away from Halloween. And I have a look at your Halloween forecast. Right now, things are looking rather nice. We're tracking a dry evening with highs in the 70s. That means that it's looking very nice if you're coming to our Halloween trunk or treat in our CBS19 parking lot. We hope to see you there. All right, but speaking of the spooky season, we are starting to see a bit of fall make it into the piney woods. If you just take a look at our fall color update, that's where we're starting to see a few patchy areas of fall color make it into the piney woods. And across the majority of the south, a lot of that is because we are starting to see cooler temperatures as well as shorter days. Remember that cold snap that we had yesterday, or I should say last week? That's helping us see just a tinge of fall out there. Otherwise, once we start to see our peak fall colors, there is a possibility that they won't be as vibrant as they were last year. And that's because of just the dry weather that we've been having. The last time that we got rain here in the Piney Woods, measurable rain I should say, was back in September 25th, so approximately a month ago. That's something we have to watch because October is historically one of our rainier months, and we are very, very dry. And in fact, we don't have any rain in the forecast. That's because high pressure is building in and keeping us dry here in East Texas. It's also going to help our temperatures warm up. I'll show you what I mean. So we're starting off in the mid-60s. It's still feeling nice and fall-like, but then t-shirt weather returns by this afternoon as we make a run at 90 degrees. In Tyler, I think we'll stop just a few degrees short and make it up to 88. But Longview, Mount Pleasant, Sulphur Springs, you guys are all going up to 90 today. That's happening under a sunny sky. We're running well above average. For this time of year, we should only be in the upper 70s. Now tonight we are also keeping above average temperatures in the forecast. We're dropping down to 63 in Tyler, and the seasonal average overnight is in the mid-50s, so we are running warm overnight. Now we are dropping into the 50s in a few areas out to the east, but that's still warmer than it should be. And get used to this because we are tracking an even bigger warm-up as we get into the end of the work week. A lot of that is because of our breezes. Our winds are beginning to pick up overnight, but as we get into tomorrow, they're going to flip, so they're coming out of the south, which means warmer air is on the way. I'm tracking the 90s tomorrow. We'll make it up to the upper 80s today. A few of us seeing the 90s. Tomorrow, I think the majority of the Piney Woods will be in the 90s, maybe a few areas reaching 91 or 92. We get a bit of a cool down on Friday, but still it will be warm in the afternoon. Switching gears now, I'm taking you outside. This is a look at Tropical Storm Oscar. That is still holding on to tropical storm status, but only barely. As it continues into cooler waters in the deeper parts of the Atlantic, it'll begin to lose some steam, and eventually we can back down into a tropical depression. We'll of course continue to keep you updated. Now remember, previously this was a Category 1 hurricane. This has since fallen back down to tropical storm status, and you're probably thinking, what happened between M and O? There should be a letter in between there. That was Nadine. We did have Nadine form. That was over the weekend. It has since cleared out and is no longer a tropical system. Now closer to home, we are tracking temperatures warming up to the upper 80s today. The 90s are coming in tomorrow. We're going to keep the heat through the remainder of the week. Looking into Sunday, there is a chance we get a bit of a cool down, but otherwise we are still running well above average.